why is this so hard? Supposedly you just talk and it records you. You just talk. It's so hard, I think, because I don't feel like I'm an expert in this. And I'm still learning. I'm still trying to figure it out for myself. These vibrations that I'm tying into is amazing. It's something I did not expect, that's for sure. And I did not expect the intuition to be as strong as it is. Taking leaps of faith is an adventure for me. So after I get over my fear and try and talk about myself and my journey, it's a matter of getting over the fear of the camera, getting over the fear of putting myself out there. And it's not so much the feedback that I'm worried about. It's that I don't want to mislead anybody on their own journey. I just kind of want to record my own. It happened about 5 months ago. I was in a situation where I needed clarity on it, and so I went to Rich Lopp's tarot reading for guidance, an answer to should I stay, should I go, because the situation was like a 5 to 7 month wait before the return of my boyfriend at the time. So I was really, not that I had a big reason to go anywhere or do anything different than, just wait, but it was was this the right thing for me to do? And through the tarot reading, I got clarity that I'm not to wait for that, and that there was something better out there. And so I kept searching all the tarot. I kept searching different spiritual realms and different spiritual teachings and stuff like that, and consulted the Bible and consulted God. That was the start of my journey. The start of my journey, what started with a question. And usually it starts with everyone with the same question. Does another party love me or not? Well, I've learned, is not the actual question that needs to be answered. The question that needs to be answered is, do I love myself? And am I whole and okay with myself and filling my own cup of love to be able to share with somebody? And to share your life and your experiences and stuff like that. Well, universe has a way of taking you on a journey that it takes several leaps of faith. And through those leaps of faith, you learn to trust him. And trusting, when, everybody's been through different human relationships and stuff. And so trust becomes a major factor. And we doubt ourselves, and we doubt partners, and we doubt even God, that there's God is as an energy. I've learned that God is an energy, and that the whole universe is an energy that fuels every single thing, and that So when I say God, I'm converting that into energy. And like I said, I'm learning I'm learning the new language of universe, and it's a work in progress. So back to my journey. After getting clarity on the other situation, it was like, okay, well, natural, normal human thing is what's next, Who next am I going to be a part of and try and hook up with or whatever and stuff. So I wasn't really, because I'd dumped a whole lot of emotion and time and stuff into that situation, that I wasn't in a real hurry to move. In a real hurry to move on, used to be, I'd say, next instantly, or, basically turn love off and on, my version of love off and on, very quickly. And I'm learning that there needs to be a pause. Take stock and love yourself first. This is a new journey for me, so I'm still learning. I'm still learning how to appreciate who I am and how I am, and what my faults are and what my strengths are. And so this is a leap of faith. Taking the camera out and talking to it is a leap of faith. It's not going to be my last, I'm sure, but basically after about a month of getting clarity and getting going through a bunch of different tarot readers and a bunch of different spiritual things, I started finding out where the truth really lied in who I listened to, because some of it didn't resonate. Some folks that I listened to, that while they probably had a very good message or whatever and stuff, I didn't resonate with them. But those that I did resonate with, I, followed them as far as I could gather and turn, take and absorb, and it resonated and all that stuff. And sometimes I find myself putting my ego, which is your own free will, or everybody knows what ego is, I think. But the human side of me, non-spiritual side of me, I would take and try and read into some of them that didn't necessarily resonate with me. And so I'd try to, because I've had so many different relationships, so I'd try to, go, oh, well, yeah, that kind of, that was back then and whatnot and stuff. And I've learned that back then is your worst enemy. Your worst enemy is going backwards in your thought, in your mind, in your journey. You have to go forward. And although I am talking about the past, it's only 5 months past, so to me it's kind of still in the present, although I'm learning that it's not. It is a part of the past. It's not necessarily a future, and you don't want to go necessarily a future as much as you want to stay grounded, stay in this here and now. The best moments are here and now. And the only thing that you have control over, and I say that as a free will thing, is the here and the now. But you can flow so much, and life can be so much easier with listening to your intuition, That's that still small voice that's a whisper that can tell you, turn here, turn there. It can tell you, hold on, wait, let me explain. It can tell you, let me explain. It can tell you, it can tell you anything you need to know when you need to know it. And you got to trust that. Got to trust that there's perfect timing. And then I know I've made decisions against in these 5 months. As a matter of fact, in the last week, I have gone against the intuition telling me that's right. Go, do that. That's smart. Do that. And I've learned since that really has, brought up a whole bunch of situations and questions that didn't need to be there. When I went against it, it opened up, like I said, it opened up a whole nother path, a whole nother set of circumstances that I wouldn't have had to deal with had I listened to my intuition and the, hey, don't do this, that doesn't serve you, move on, go forward, that kind of thing. So, learning to listen to your intuition is the key to freedom. Freedom from the bullshit. Freedom from having to go down paths that you should never have to go down. Circumstances that you shouldn't have to, that you shouldn't be taking on. Responsibilities you shouldn't be taking on. That's the key. Don't take on responsibilities that are not your own. Take care of yourself. Take care of what you need. Make sure you're covered. Make sure you got all your ducks in a row before you trip up in the free will. Now, I gotta pause.